weather's kinda cold, but you know you've got a hand to hold. Come along now.
Okay, for this one, you're going to need a washcloth, you're going to need some string, you're going to need some ribbon, you're going to need a pom-pom for the nose, some rubber bands, some craft foam, and a pipe cleaner. Okay, let's get started. Okay, you can start with a 13 by 13 inch washcloth. Just go ahead and cut all your little tags off of it. And then I'm going to turn mine on the bigger end, and I'm going to start rolling it up. So we're just going to roll it really, really tight all the way to the center, and then get something to hold it in place while you roll the other side. So I'm rolling it all the way to the center. I'm going to get a pair of scissors to hold it in place, and I'm going to roll the other side to it. Now try to roll this as tight as you can and try to get it even all the way down. And then just fold it in half, and then go ahead and put a rubber band about 2/3 of the way up. Right about right there. And that's going to be the legs. You can have 4 legs right there. Okay, next, go ahead and get it straight. And then we're going to just take the top, and we're just going to push it straight down to the center. And then go ahead and take your rubber band and wrap it around the front part, and that's going to be the nose. Just kind of squeeze it up there and get that rubber band wrapped around it a couple times, and we're going to come back with a string and secure it. Just make sure that you get those even in the front. Okay, I'm going to use some wax string that I have, and it's real close in color to my wash rag. So try to get something that's close in color to your wash rag so that you won't see it once you tie this off. So we're going to go ahead and tie around the leg area, and then we're going to tie off around the nose area. Now don't skip this step, because if your rubber band were to break, it's just going to fall apart. And just kind of tie it tightly. And then just kind of make sure everything's kind of even on both sides. Okay, next we're just going to come back in with some ribbon, and we're just going to tie a bow around his neck. And then just cut any excess ribbon off, and try to get the pattern towards the front. I had to kind of mess with this for a little bit, but try to twist that so that the pattern of the ribbon is on the front. Going to build the antlers, and I have the pattern in the description below. I have it both in PDF and in SVG, and we are just going to glue down at the very bottom of the antler, and we're going to take a 12-inch pipe cleaner, cut it in half, and just glue that down to the bottom. Now the little horns, the 3 on one side, those are going to face outward on your reindeer. And just go ahead and glue your ear onto this. Right over the top of it, just make sure it's flush with the bottom of the antler. And then we're going to come back in with a tan ear for the inside of the ear, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, next we're going to do the eyes, and that's a 1-inch white circle and a 1/2-inch black circle. And just go ahead and attach the eye however you want to. I'm putting mine at the very bottom, but I also did one where it was up at the top, like he was looking up. Just kind of customize him however you want him. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and take the body, and where we had those 2 rolls rolled together, we're going to go ahead and glue those shut. And then the same thing with the nose area as well. This will just kind of give it a solid reindeer. Okay, next I'm just going to go ahead and take a 3/4 inch black pom-pom. I'm just going to attach it to the to the tip of his nose. And you can go up high or low, however you want to do it. Just kind of make it how you want it to. And then go ahead and add the eyes just above that little break in the nose. And then for the ears, I'm just going to take my pipe cleaner, and I'm going to fold it. And we are going to stick these into the side of his head. Just kind of get it twisted up there real good. And then just make sure that the top part of your pipe cleaner sticks straight up, because you do want it sitting on top of his head. So just go ahead and push that on up in there. Just make sure that none of the pipe cleaner sticks out. And then go ahead and glue that in. And then we're going to go ahead and squeeze that shut. So go ahead and glue it down into the ear, and then around it, and then just go ahead and close that shut. Now we're just going to seal that side off. And do the exact same thing for the opposite side. Just push it on up there where it does sit on top of his head. And then we're going to come back in, and we are going to glue it to the top of his head. And we're just going to go ahead and take a little bit of glue, kind of lift that back, and then kind of set it over the top of it where you don't see any of the glue in the front. And then go ahead and do the same thing for the opposite side. This was a pretty easy little reindeer. Your friends, your family will love him. He's great for craft fairs. If you liked him, hit like. If you want to see future videos, hit subscribe. And if you want to be notified when I have another video, hit the bell. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.